Rochelle gave us an odd look. Maybe not, she said. Guys, I've just thought of something. It's something we learned at school. What? Glenn asked eagerly. The teacher said in a forest like this, that the southern side of a tree is covered with moss, while the northern side is smoother. Glenn and I darted across to the nearest tree and started examining them. They all look mossy, I groused. Mine all look smooth, Glenn reported. Rochelle shook her head. Have another look, a proper look, she said. One by one we checked the tree trunks along the path. She was right. In most cases, the trunks with most all face in the same direction. So that's south, Glenn asked. Exactly. Rochelle turned around and waved us to follow. Let's go north. Are you sure? I wondered out loud. Trust me, was all she said. We steadily climbed along the weathered track, deep into the unbroken rainforest. We'd been walking for 10 minutes when Glenn suddenly stopped. Is that water I can hear? He asked Rochelle. We stopped, listening to the sound of the immense forest. I could hear water gurgling way to my right. Rochelle pumped the air with her fist. That's another trick they taught us in school. They called it a bushman's trick. Follow running water when you are lost. Wow, Glenn said with a grin. Your school sounds taller than ours. The track headed towards the sound of the creek. A wall of enormous trunks dwarfed us. As she walked, Rochelle clapped her hands around her mouth, and let out a high-pitched yell. True. Glenn glanced at her in surprise. What's that for? Rochelle grinned. Dad told me that's what Australians do in the bush. It's like a signal to one another. If you hear a true, it means someone is nearby. You're supposed to answer with another true if you find one another. Let me try, Glenn offered. He tilted his head back, tapped his mouth, and let out a really loud call. True. My turn, I said. I took a whooping breath and let out an even louder signal. True. It seemed to bounce off all the trees. I couldn't stop doing the weird call. True, true. Suddenly from behind me came the answering call. True. I jerked around and there was Trent with the other tourists. I heard you the first time, he growled. Where have you been?